Hey man, it's the Hood CNN with your favorite Hood reporter, the Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe. Because I got a PhD in common sense and I'm a five-star general. Hold on. I want to say top of the morning to you. I got my boss. You feel me? I got my boss on this morning. One of my sponsors, one of our sponsors of the war zone, Miss Bridget Perkins, man. She does a little bit of everything. Definitely, she is in the wine business now. She's shipping some of her world famous wine all over the country. So if you need to hook up with her on Facebook, Instagram, everything. Bridget Perkins, and she'll hook you up, man. But one of the official sponsors of the War Zone, Boss EST, for real, man. And I'm here because I was tired yesterday. Went hung out with my brother Chris and Rashid, my Panther brothers from Houston that showed up. I want to thank those brothers that showed up and provided unsolicited security for everybody in the park, especially the five-star general. I had to gather my thoughts and be able to come and have this conversation. And yesterday I woke up and I went out there to the spot where the march was going to happen. I was out there at 8 o'clock in the morning for those that didn't know. And scoping out the lay of the land. I didn't like the venue at all. I didn't like the venue because I said that if something happens, it would be hard to get up out of there. And my gut wasn't wrong, regardless of how it happened. My gut for 3 or 4 days told me something would happen. And that's just the higher power in me, giving me the information that I need beforehand. And something did happen, so my gut wasn't wrong. First thing I want to address is the core group of people that I've come to respect, that I've come to admire, that I've come to love. The Jamals, the Devins, the Chris's wife, her whole family, her mama with that. Man, thank you for that poke steak sandwich last night. That barbecue poke steak sandwich and them red beans and rice. Man, they take care of the five-star general. Long as they take care of five-star, I'm gonna keep grinding, man. And want to thank that lady, man. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Um, you know, Chris's wife's whole family. Uh, my man Sko Money. It's so many of them. But Tara Fogelman. Uh, so many of them with they real. When I say boots on the ground, man. Want to thank them for everything that they do for the city of Lafayette, for the communities and the hard work that they put in. Um, I got to meet a lot of good people yesterday that had only saw me on Facebook or YouTube, and they were able to, sit and talk to me. They were able to see that I'm just an average person. I'm not an evil person. I'm not a mean person. Didn't shy away. If I had to take 1,000 pictures, that's what I took. I'm not a superstar. I'm just a regular dude. But the one thing is they had an opportunity to connect with me. Got to hug a few people that just wanted a hug from the five-star general. And that's a good thing because some days when you doing what I do, you feel like you're in a foreign land. And just doing that much, that makes my day. So I want to thank all those good people. But it ain't about me. I'm just on the team. I'm a part of the team. I play my position. And I play my position well. So, I finally got to meet Janice Wilson. She gave me that hug, man. And I appreciate it, Mama. Thank you. And they can tell you I'm just a regular dude. Um, Yesterday was epic to me because I got to see a community stand up fully for themselves. Got to see a community stand up fully for themselves. I got to see black people be able to exercise their Second Amendment constitutional right. And that's what it's all about. Because if you're saying that the Constitution is for all of us, which in all actuality, it wasn't written for us, but you say it's for all of us, then you don't get to pick and choose when we can exercise those constitutional rights. You just don't get to do that. So it was great to see these good people stand up. But I wanna address something. I was on a video with Scope this morning, and this youngster here got a lot of passion in him, bro. Scope Money got a lot of passion in him. I got a lot of respect for him. Kind of reminds me of a young version of me. But a lot of people don't understand why a lot of people didn't show up. Well, a lot of people got kids. So a lot of them were nervous about bringing their kids out there. And I can never tell a parent to second guess themselves. That doesn't work for me. You do what's best for your children. But a lot of cats in the hood, you didn't show up. And the question is why? So I felt Sco when he was talking this morning, but like I tell people, man, everybody ain't built for this. I'm just being honest with you. Everybody's not built for this. I could tell you that for a fact. Everybody's not built for this. And with that being said, you have to understand that. Hold on. You have to understand that they're not going to show up. They're not going to show up. Malcolm wasn't lying. When the revolution starts, you got to get rid of some of your own people. They just not going to show up. But you don't have a problem showing up for the club. You don't have a problem showing up for a little Boosie concert. But for the betterment of the community, you find every excuse in the world. You find every excuse in the world. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. You find every excuse in the world. And you don't have a problem putting your hands on women. You don't have a problem being a menace to society. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You don't have a problem doing that. But you don't understand. You need to be there. Because is it fair that we get out here and fight to make it better for you who does not have the guts to stand up for themselves? Man, let me tell you something. When that gun went off in that park and them cops took that young man down, they did not handle him bad. And you want to know why? The Scomanes, the Tyras, the Jamals, the Devins, the Chris's, and all these other people, and all those people that showed up. Your presence makes a difference. Now imagine if they had never stood up. They'd have beat the hell out that boy in that park. They'd have probably killed him. But because you stood up, then it is what it is. And I'm going to tell you why a lot of them don't show up. A lot of black people don't show up because you have this unsavory element, and it creates division amongst black people. Why is it that no other race of people have the equivalent to the person that's over minority affairs in the city of Lafayette? Why is it that the minority people need a personal liaison between them and the local government? See, that position, not the person, but that position creates division. Do the white folks have a liaison? Do the Asians or the Latinos have a liaison? I saw the community do, and I didn't participate in it because it's not my city. Tear Carlos' ass up. And you know what, Mr. Carlos? You deserve to have your ass tore up. You know why? Because you took the money. And you took the money, you drank the Kool-Aid, and you shit on your community. I'm just being straight up with you, brother. You don't be mad at me. Just look at, you know what you got to do to earn that money. They tore his ass up. They tore his ass up. And I see my good friend Bobby Scott. I always acknowledge him because we always worked together back in the hood at the old school we went to. And, you know, Bobby, we do this for real, man. He said, bingo, when I said that creates division. And it does, because it pits us against us. It pits the wannabe Negroes, the professional Negroes, against the poor ones. Against the poor ones. Now I'm gonna critique a few things. I saw that, you know, Jadam came through. God bless him, man. Verone and Jadam came through. And then, you know, they made the announcement, the pastor, that they're gonna have a meeting to start at NFAC chapter. Stop! What y'all gonna be doing? You gonna put the guns down and start packing crosses? Say, man, some lanes ain't yours, Pastor. Y'all are jumping on trains and backs of shit. And this is what kills our movement. Stay in your Christian lane. Please stay in your Christian lane. And in fact, chapter starting with a pastor in a church. Nigga, please. Stay in your lane. See, I also saw some people be upset with the president of the local NAACP, Marjorie Broussard, because of some ways that she handled some people. Basically, from what I understand, used some groups for support, was supposed to allow them to speak, and did not allow them to speak. But allowed Carlos Harvin to speak, director of minority community affairs for the city of Lafayette, knowing that it would anger the crowd. Well, I mean, me and Bobby Scott, we're both members of the local NAACP in the city of Houston, if I'm correct, Bobby. And remember where the NAACP gets some of its additional funding from: the city of Lafayette. Might be a grant out there through the city of Lafayette. So, of course, they have to play the game. Your 5 minutes of fame is over. Oh, I'm getting to them, Carol. Just sit tight. Your 5 minutes of fame is over, Miss Broussard. So now, what work do you plan on doing? You also had a contingent of pastors. Now, those that know me know that I don't cut for the Negro pastor, that one that does nothing for their community. I don't cut for the Negro pastor that don't provide help after we deal with natural disasters. I don't cut for the Negro pastor that just takes the parishioners' money and don't help them when they need help. And as I noticed, did you good people that were up there speaking so eloquently, did you ever speak to Trey's father? Well, maybe he was down there with us in the hood on the side of the stage. Did you acknowledge him personally? Let's just get it straight. Everybody that was out there wasn't out there for Trey. That's why I said what I said when I spoke. If you ain't out here for Trey, then what the fuck you out here for? What you out here for? I want to address the 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 good white folk. But before I address them, I'm gonna address some other people. All I've ever done since I came through the door fighting for some band uniforms about 8 years ago is all I've ever done is work for the hood. All I've ever done is try to help people. All I ever did was fight educational systems so that African American kids could have a decent education. So I'm going to speak on the white folks because I know certain people like to watch me. So this one will be for the local police, the sheriff of the parish, that whole thing, Homeland Security, Texas DPS, and all that. I work for the hood. I'm going to introduce myself to you. Gary Monroe, I work for the hood. And y'all can kiss my ass. Let me tell you why you can kiss my ass. Stop watching me and go watch them pedophile goddamn priests. Stop watching me and go catch these motherfuckers shooting up these schools and bombing these churches. Stop watching the good people that's doing what they need to do. See, I ain't never bombed a building. I ain't never shot up a bunch of people. I ain't never did none of that. So what the fuck is you watching me for? Because I'm preaching Negro unity? It ain't hard to find me. Because I don't violate the law. So fuck all y'all that's watching me. Watch me do what I do, though. I want to address the good white people. And I want to get that out there because I don't want to hide the way that I feel, because you watching me makes me feel some type of way. The only way you're going to put me in a cell, Louisiana State Police, FBI, Homeland Security, the city police, the parish police, the only way you're going to put me in a cell is if you fabricate a fucking charge on me. Because I don't do anything but help people. And when you watching me and you trying to put, trying to find shit and all that shit there, that tells me you are my enemy because you're trying to stop a person from helping people. Now, if that's not what you're doing and I wrongfully called you out, I sincerely apologize. But if that is what you're doing, you can kiss my ass. And I mean that. Now, good white people, we sit and we watch you on social media make all your racist comments. The whole time, in fact, was coming, you were making racist comments. We sit and we watch you on the news stations online, and you make your racist comments there. You tell us what you're gonna do to us. If we do this, you're gonna do this to us. We need to be prepared for this. Well, the Black Revolution showed up yesterday, and understand something. Even though it wasn't that many, you were outnumbered. So my question is, with all the talking that y'all did beforehand, with all the threats that were issued beforehand, you bitches ain't do nothing. When that shot went off, your Cajun militia exited out the back door faster than TD Jakes get out the church once he get all your money. All that talking from all of, and not everybody. Let's get that straight. Not everybody, but all that talking about what you was gonna do. And kind of find out you ain't nothing but a bunch of sideways bitches that just ran their mouth. I'm talking to the ones that were talking. See, what you didn't get to see was when the NFAC marched out. Sauce and your Cajun militia, come on, brother. I'm going to get to you more in a second, though. Why don't you tell them people when Jada marched out what y'all had to do? You on every block. Didn't you start marching backwards and going, yeah, because some real shit coming through here right now. All that bumping and talking. Ain't nobody doing no talking, man. Now let's get over to Mr. Sauce, because I know y'all don't really know. I watched you yesterday, brother. I watched you try to antagonize people all day long. I watched you. And I watched law enforcement allow you to do it. Now, law enforcement, if you want to watch somebody, go watch him. I watch you all day, bro. I watch you taking off your vest and throwing it on the ground, putting on your show. I watched you. See, because the one thing I'm going to be, when I'm in hostile territory, my head going to be on a swivel. I watched you. And then I watched you in the back of the crowd with none of your guns. Then I watched you maneuver to the front. But now you got your guns. And I sat there and I watched you and I saw you with your little mask on. Because you a clown to me. You're a clown to me. And you're a clown. If you wasn't a clown before yesterday, you're a clown because of yesterday. Because you wanted attention. And 5 Star wouldn't give you none. But I watched you stand against that barricade. And then that crowd moved and we could see each other. I watched the fear in your eyes. Maybe not your guys, but I saw the fear in your eyes when I stood up out that chair. See, because what you get with me, You got a real motherfucker right here, man. And I watched your guy put his hand out as a gesture of respect, and I respect him for that. But there wasn't a time for me to shake hands, bro. You know why? I didn't shake the hands of you or your people because you sat in the back of the crowd and you acted an ass the whole time. So you came to shake my hand. Now, there are other militia leaders I shake their hands. But that wasn't the time, bro. Not with the way you conducted yourself. If you wanted to meet me or shake my hand or just have a decent conversation, there was a way you could have went about it. There was a way that you could have went about it. So I'm watching. My peripheral is a motherfucker. I'm watching. I'm watching. But the one thing you figured out, I ain't got no pussy in me, bro. Militia leaders out there that run your militias and stand up for the Constitution, especially the ones that I spoke with that believe in the Constitution, that believe that all American people should be treated equally, real militia leaders, I applaud you. I applaud you. But bruh, you you need some help, dude. You good white folk, if I can wake my people up, you business owners that's calling us monkeys on your threads and your websites, nah, I don't need to start one. You ask me, will I start a militia? No, I don't need to start one. I rock with the hood. My militia was there yesterday. I just want to say that. Let me be honest with you, man. Unless you was sitting close to me, like Chris' wife, Alicia and other people, my militia was there. We just don't wear uniforms. And we were surrounded and protected the whole time. I want to thank NFAC for coming through. Regardless of how they got here, they came through. Jay spoke some real stuff. So kudos to my brothers and sisters in NFAC. And you know what's crazy, man? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But a couple of them knew who I was. And that's pretty cool, man, because I appreciate what they do. Y'all hold on a second, man. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm right back. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, you know what, man? Donald Walton, y'all hide on YouTube. Let me tell you how we feel about y'all today. You say whatever the fuck you want about me. I was there. I look for attention. No, let me tell you something, big homie. Whether you accept it or not, the fat jokes y'all talk that fat shit. Say, man, it's what it is. You use that. You think that, and I don't have high self-esteem. So you come with the fat joke. Bitch, I've been fat all my life. You can't say nothing about money. I proved you wrong with that one. So you come with anything that you could come with, but I'm gonna tell you what I ain't. Where were you yesterday, regardless of what side of the gun you stood on? If you wasn't there because you were stuck at work or overseas or whatever, with a legitimate reason, dude, shut the fuck up. We deem you a coward today. We deem you a coward today. If you misinterpreting what I'm saying, that's because that's what you want to do. I'm speaking plain English. I'm speaking plain English. So my thing to your homeboy is do yourself a favor. Either pick up the phone and call me, because I can send you my number, or let me know where you at anywhere in the country and I'll come see you. Otherwise, just shut the fuck up. Because all this computer gangster shit y'all be doing, that shit don't carry no weight, bro. Any day you want to meet me down a wall, let me know. You a pussy and I don't give a fuck about you or nobody you with. Hold on, y'all. Let me help this clown. So my thing is, it is what it is. If you wasn't there, you a keyboard gangster. And that's all I'm trying to tell y'all. We figuring y'all out. Well, I've already figured y'all. You a keyboard gangster. But see, when the fight come to your front door, you want to go hide behind the laws, or you want to do like the Cajun militia and have the laws escort you out the building. Oh, you ain't know? You think we know that, huh? You don't think we didn't watch you get escorted out the back by the parish sheriffs? But you gangsters. But you soldiers. We see, I'm watching everything. I used to go to a golf tournament, Genesis Weldon in North Carolina. Yeah, 05 star play golf for those that don't think I'm intellectually inclined. I used to go to a golf tournament every year in Charlotte. I just stopped going maybe 3 years ago. Love Charlotte, North Carolina, man. I love Carolina, man. But we watched you get escorted out the back. So that tell me something. They down with y'all. Y'all some keyboard cowards, man. And all you gonna do is make your racist comments on Facebook and in Instagram. You gonna make your racist comments on YouTube because you can get away with it on YouTube. The Cajun militia, Noonan. You make your racist comments and you hide behind your computers. We get it, man. You some punks. Yeah, I've been playing golf since high school. Yeah, I'm remember they on there with their fat jokes, but I lettered in 4 sports. Watch this. This is gonna shock you. Well, you shouldn't. I lettered in I was a baseball manager for 3 years on the varsity baseball team. I lettered in golf for 3 years. I played varsity golf for 3 years in high school. I lettered in swimming. I was on the varsity swim team as a fat dude. So that means I could swim all 4 strokes and I could bust your ass in that pool. You want to try me? I could still go fat and was all district in swimming, all district in golf. And lastly, I led it in football. 4 sports. The greatest high school football team in Texas high school football history. And it ain't Odessa Permian. It ain't Dallas Carter. Don't even talk to us about Odessa Permian because we beat them in the state championship 37-0. And none of y'all know about it. We the greatest to ever play. So when you don't know stuff about me, then it is what it is. But my thing is this here. You know, y'all with the scare tactics and showing up with your guns, man, nobody give a fuck about that shit no more, man. Don't nobody care nothing about that no more. Don't nobody care nothing about that no more. Leave us the fuck alone and we ain't got no problems. I'm being straight up with you, man. Like I said in my speech yesterday, don't start no shit, won't be done. Don't start no shit, won't be done. So all your little capping and all your little comments, if you can't stand behind them, you a bitch. And that's how we feeling, man. And you know what? It looks so good when the brothers out there and they standing strong and the sisters looking at them like this is what I'm talking about. See, women like strong men. But you motherfuckers ain't even strong enough to put your picture on your profile. You ain't even strong enough to put your picture on your profile. But you got the nerve to make comments and little jokes with your good scare ass. You feel what I'm saying? You got the nerve to make comments like what you gonna do to people. You had an opportunity yesterday and you didn't do shit. Now let's go talk about the congressman. The congressman didn't show up. What did you expect? Take his funk ass at the polls. Get his bitch ass out of there. Shut his whole political career down. You ain't gotta do no talking to that bitch. And I'm gonna just be straight up with you, man. Clay Higgins, you are an example of what's wrong with the United States of America. You're divisive. You're racist. You committed crimes while you were in office. Y'all want to talk about us, and as soon as you get a comment going, you want to. Well, y'all don't pay your child support. Well, that same motherfucker you support didn't pay his either. Didn't you take some money from a fucking nonprofit or some shit like that? Supposedly, man, pay your fucking child support, Clay Higgins. You ain't no representative of the state of Louisiana. You represent a certain part of people in the state of Louisiana. And to get it clear, Mr. Higgins, so that you can understand it, you hate black people and we hate your funk ass too. I'm not Jay. I ain't gonna talk to you. Don't wanna talk to you. I ain't gonna shake your hand. I ain't fucking with your homeboy. I know where I stand with you. You a clown. And if these people wake up across the state of Louisiana, they will get your stinking ass out of office. They will get your stinking ass out of office. See, because Clay Higgins is more of a threat to African Americans in the state of Louisiana than Donald Trump ever could be. Because Clay can affect you every single day. Now, I know, Mr. Higgins, you're going to probably call your law enforcement partners and you're going to try to tell them, give me hell. Fuck you and them. You don't put no fear in me, bruh. See, what you represent is what makes me speak the way that I speak. But there are good people out there in law enforcement that are sick of your funk ass too. You know what I get to do every day when I sit here, man, and I get on this thing, man? I get to say what you motherfuckers be wishing you could say. But you can't say it because of the positions that you're in, and I get it. And Clay Higgins, you are a motherfucking joke. And if these people in Louisiana will wake the fuck up, including the white ones, and understand that your representation is now a fucking problem, your political career is over. So don't ever think that you're going to get on a phone call with me. Because I know what you think about me, Clay. I know in your mind, I know what you're thinking, bro. I know what you're thinking, bro. You know what you think about me, Clay. And you know what you're saying. Remember, I get to say what people can't say. I'm going to say what you want to say. Somebody need to do something with that nigga. Ain't that what you want to say, Clay? That nigga stirred all this up. But get what I'm going to tell you. Your man told you the other night in the debate, but I'm going to say it a different way. Clay, Peckerwood, stand down. Cracker, stand down. Oh, by the way, Clay, like the move that was made on the congressional level, remember when you made your comment? You remember when you made your comment? Do you like the congressional moves that were made? What is he talking about? All of y'all, I got congressional friends, Clay. What it feel like when the black folk on the congressional level tell you to shut your fucking mouth? Didn't know that, huh, Clay? There's many layers to the 5-star. It ain't just the activism shit, and it ain't just working in the neighborhoods, Clay. I'm a connected Negro. What it felt like when you had to make that phone call. You sucker, man. You ain't got no stroke, boy. You a joke. And now the whole state of Louisiana knows it. So good white people, I know you like to stand behind your people, but I'm pretty sure you could find somebody else better than this clown motherfucker. He's embarrassing y'all. Y'all got a whole bunch of embarrassing shit going on with y'all representation. And y'all giving these folk passes and they making y'all look like bitches, man. See, on our side, when they clowning like that, we check them, man. On y'all side, y'all just let them run crazy, man. Man, do what it do. No, Clay called Jay Sean. He didn't call me. I'd have never took the call. Because once I know where I stand with somebody, it ain't no sense of me talking to you. We need to create peace. Stop spinning that bullshit narrative. Because if you wanted peace, you would fix a lot of the shit that's going on. But you don't want peace because, we don't understand how the political system actually works. We don't understand how the political system actually works. Do you know why Pelosi will not put forward reparations of any kind to go toward, in the House to be able to see if we could get reparations, because it would expose white Democrats who don't want to give it to us. Study politics, and then you'll figure out how all this shit works. You'll figure it all out. So bottom line, it was good to see some folk stand up for their constitutional rights yesterday. I had the opportunity almost a year ago to stand up for mine in federal court. I stood up for the First Amendment, my First Amendment rights, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. When the school district tried to tell me I couldn't say this at a meeting, say that at a meeting, I couldn't wear this, I couldn't wear that. And we took it to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals because we couldn't solve it, in federal court in Houston, and took it to the Fifth Circuit and we won. So I clearly get standing up for our constitutional rights. But know something. Figure out everything before you make a comment. And you good people that are hiding behind your your computers, this is what I want you to remember, all of y'all. Let's not give them any more energy. If they couldn't show up in any capacity yesterday to do to us what they said they were gonna do, they bitches, and we not acknowledging these bitches no more. And that's real. We not acknowledging these bitches no more. It's a waste of time. And it is what it is. We not acknowledging y'all. Y'all, all this shit, what y'all were gonna do to us, or what y'all was gonna do to NFAC. And Clay, did you spill your bill? See, because you supposed to knock off 10. Did you spill your bill? Because Jay came. He came. Yeah, Clay, did you spill your bill yesterday? Because Jay came yesterday. He honored his end of the agreement. But I ain't gonna beat you up, Clay, because you need to go back up into Congress and let my powerful black friends finish punking your ass. Because you ain't had a stroke that you thought you had. To all you good people that showed me love yesterday, thank you so much. You made me feel at home. To my man Raheem for providing the security, I appreciate it, brother. And for all these soldiers in Lafayette, you have your moment and your movement, and you got to keep doing what you need to do. I'll be glad when the election's over so I can take me a trip to Jamaica. You feel me? I want to take me a trip somewhere and get away from everything and just let my hair down. If you need 5-star, you hit me, inbox me. Try not to inbox me on YouTube because I don't know how to work that thing like that. So you got to inbox me on the Gary Wayne Monroe page. Let me know what's going on, and trust me, I will hit you back. Today I have an interview with Ron Richard on his show at 5 o'clock. Y'all tune in. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna stream it live, YouTube and Facebook. And I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but I look forward to meeting my man. And maybe it's about yesterday, maybe it's just about me in general. But when the mic hot, and I know how to do interviews, I'm not gonna curse. When the mic hot, I'm gonna give it to you real. I'm gonna give it to you real now. Do yourself a favor. If you were at the march yesterday and you stood up and you exercised your rights and you was down with it, for those that couldn't be there but supported through talking to everybody, watching the live feeds that were going, because there were several. Go hug your family. If you're a man and you stood up yesterday, go hug your wife and tell her I stood up like a man. And my sister embrace him, because it took strong men to stand out there in that park yesterday. Y'all been calling us to the forefront, and these brothers is starting to step up. Give him a hug. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw my man. I mean, Demetrius Schmidt, Mega Gun Club was in the building yesterday. Got mad love for him, man. I love it. Go give these brothers a hug, and because it's hard doing what we do. It's hard doing what we do. So I appreciate all of y'all, the love, everything, man. It is what it is, and I'm here. But now let's take it from downtown. Let's take it to the hood. If you're talking about 5 star, we about to have a family reunion, but it's got to be in the hood. It's coming. It's coming. It is what it is. It's coming, man. I can rock with y'all, man. I love the Bay, man. I see my man. Let me see. Let me make sure that these comments be scrolling so fast. Uh, Black Warrior Spirit, man. One of my big homeboys is up in the Bay, man. L Dog from Oakland, and I love the Bay, man. Been through the Bay so many times, bro. So, man, you welcome to give me an inbox. Hit me with your number, Demetrius, and we can talk. Whatever you need me to do. I love the Bay, man. I love the Bay, man. I've been everywhere, but that goddamn Bay Area is something else, man. You got to be a soldier to be in that Bay Area, man. But I love Louisiana. I love Louisiana, man, and I love Lafayette. But you coons in positions of powers, elected officials, you Negro pastors, you shall get no peace. But you elected officials, you coming out them seats. I can promise you that. Don't bring your ass to the black neighborhood screaming for no fucking votes, pandering for the black vote when you ain't stood up and did shit. Don't send your Negro pastor to the black community trying to bombard us and fake us into voting for you no more. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It is what it is. Stop playing with it to kill Harris. Just get on the ballot. Do I have any what, Travis Hudson? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Goddamn right. So man, y'all have a great day. I'm finna get to it. Prep for this interview today at 5. And I'm gonna go live. I want y'all to tune in. Uh and I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but it's gonna be a good interview. All my interviews end up pretty good. And thank y'all for coming out yesterday. But it's time for the family reunion. I can't wait for this shit. It's gonna be epic. We're gonna shut it down for real, dog. I'm just on the team, man. I'm just a part of the team. Shout out to Chris, Tara, Sco Money, Jamal, Devin, the village, and everybody else that's playing they position in this thing, man. Uh, but I always remember they can do whatever they want, Demetrius. They can build an infact. They can do whatever they want. But the streets don't fuck with fuck shit. And that's what it is, man. I holler at y'all later.